So, good morning, all of you. Let's start from where we had stopped yesterday. Since no one would understand a word of my stories of Kitty, if I were to plunge right in, I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. Now, she says that if I start writing about my diary and address it as Kitty, then nobody would understand, say, what it is. So, she says that I would first like to introduce myself and talk something to you about myself and my life. My father, the most adorable father, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 20. When the mother was 25 and the father was 36, at that time they got married. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. Frankfurt until I was. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. So he went away, migrated to Holland in 1933. Then my mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. So the two sisters went to the grandmother's house, and the father and the mother migrated to Holland. Margot went to Holland in December. So after that, Margot was also sent to Holland, and I followed in February. So step by step, one after I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. Plunked down means an informal word for put down in a casual way. So, as a birthday present on the Margot's birthday, she happened to reach there. Now, I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6. In that Montessori school, I stayed there till I was 6. At which time I started in the first form. In the first form year, it's first standard for us. In the sixth form, my teacher, Mrs. Uh, at the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said the heartbreaking farewell. So she was very much attached to the principal or the headmistress, Mrs. Cooperis, and when she was to leave from there after her sixth standard, she and the principal both were in tears. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So, my birthday passed with a little celebration. Now, as the grandma was ill and she had an operation, so the birthday celebration was not there. In this, grandma died in January 1942, so no one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other. In 1941, the birthday was not celebrated because of the grandma's illness. So this was to make up for compensate for it. The grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of June, the solemn dedication of my diary. Now, then say I got dedicated to the diary after that. Why does Annie provide a brief sketch of her life so that we can what was her background? What tells you that Annie loved her grandmother? That is also given very clearly over there. So now, dearest Kitty, our entire class is quacking in its boots. Quacking in its boots means are full of fear. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meet in which the teacher decide who will move up to the next form and who will be kept back, that who will pass and who will fail. And the meeting going to half the class is making bets. They are making bets that who will pass and who will not pass. GN and I laughed silly at the two boys behind us. Say GN and is one of her friends, and Annie, they both are laughing at the silliness of the two boys behind them. CN and Jacques, who have staked their entire holiday savings on their bet. The two boys, they have the entire holiday savings that they had. They have staked it on the bet. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass. No, I am not. Yes, you are. No, I am not. All the students are talking this from morning to night. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outburst cannot calm them down. Say, G is one of her friend. She glances and with a request, pleadingly means with a request, and I look angrily down up to them, but that does not stop them. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back. Some say at least two-thirds of the class is said that they cannot qualify for the next standard. But teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. I love this sentence. Teachers, you cannot predict what they will do. You might fail, but you might pass, and the otherwise also can happen. I am not so worried about my girlfriends and myself. She thinks that they will be able to manage. We will make it. The only subject I am not sure about is maths. Anyway, all we can do is wait. Until then, we keep telling each other not to lose heart. I get along pretty well with my teacher. Mr. Kissing, the old Foggy is an old fashioned person who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. After several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. A chatterbox? What can I would very excited. I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag, and tried to keep quiet. From here, we'll continue tomorrow.